Trying to film this myself, so I apologize if it's shaky. I'm going to first use the partial sums method for addition. I'm going to add 43 plus 35. Using partial sums for addition means that we've got to take our tens place, turn that into 40 and 30. In our ones place, 3 plus 5 equals 8 and 70. If we add 70 plus 8, it gives us 78. So 43 plus 35 equals 78, and we got that using the partial sum method. Our next method would be the lattice method for multiplication. I hope that you can see this. There we go. I'm going to multiply 21 times 14. First, we're going to draw our rectangle and divide this into 4 quadrants, placing our numbers according to place value in on the top and side. And then we're going to cut the boxes down the middle. Our next step is to multiply. We can really start anywhere, but I'm going to start with 4 times 1 would be 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. And 4 times 2 is, of course, 8. Our next step would be to add what we have in each diagonal column. So first we're going to have 4. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2. And that leaves us with 294. So 21 times 14, if we do it the way that I was taught, would be 4 and 8, 1 and 2, giving us 294. So using the lattice method, we were able to achieve the same answer. Our next method is going to be called the trade first method for subtraction. And we're going to subtract 643 by 376. Can you see that? There we go. So our first thing to do with the trade first is to find out what number subtracted from another number would be a negative. And of course we can't have that. So starting off from our ones place, we can see that 3 obviously is much smaller than 6. So we're going to come over here and we're going to borrow from the 4, leaving 3. That 10 from the 4 will make this a 13. And of course 13, oh shoot. Can you see that? 13 minus 6 is 7. Well, you can't take 7 away from 3, so we're going to borrow from the hundreds. Make this a 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. And then we're going to minus from the hundreds place of 5 and 3, leaving us with 267. Using the trade first method of subtraction, we were able to get 267. And just to fact check that, we can add 376 to 267, giving us 13, 8. That would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 4, 5, 6. 643, and it adds up. Our last method is going to be for division, and it's going to be column division. And we are going to use the number, let's see, into 700. Okay, so we've got 793 divided by 5. Using the column method, we're going to separate our numbers and see what we've got. So 5 can only go into 7 one time, leaving 2. We can't divide 2 by 5, so we're going to cross that out and bring it over here, making 29. You can, divide 29 into 5, but you can only do it 5 times. So 29 minus 25 would be 4. Obviously, can't split 4 5 ways, so we're going to cross that out and drop it over here. 35, or 5 can go into 34 6 times, leaving 30. That's with the remainder of 4. So using the division column method, we were able to get 156 with the remainder of 4 when we divide 793 by 5. Hopefully I can scan on this and you can see all of it. That's good. I hope that this helps, and I hope this is what you're looking for. Thanks. Have a good night.